I forgot that Fenty has that smell. Bread, oatmeal bread. Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to be doing a really warm, but not too warm. I want my lips to be a little bit warmer, I think. I'm feeling very fall, if you couldn't tell. I'm wearing my new Modcloth overalls that I bought. Love them so much. My friend Marie has these same overalls, and I was like, you know what? I gotta just get on board with it, and I'm wearing a little green sweater with it, and I just feel so fall and cute, and it's a beautiful day outside, so I want to do my makeup real festive and autumnal, and I thought it would be fun just to film it, and so I'm going to be doing that today. I'm trying to do a little less like just first impressions reviews, things like that, and try the makeup that I have and like give it more of a long-standing chance, so it's not just straight up all the time like review, first impression. I want to like give things a little bit more of a breather. That's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna start off with my skin. I'm gonna go in with the Pure 4-in-1. I know I do the same thing pretty much every time I do my makeup. I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. I've been just putting it directly on my face, but I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna try to mix the two shades ahead of time. I have two different shades, which is probably like way overkill, but there's MN5 and then I have LN2, just mixing them to get my right shade. But I also think I'm gonna take a little bit of the Fenty Hydrating foundation. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that because the last few times that I've done my makeup, it looks a little bit more dry than I'm used to. So I don't really know why that's happening, but I'm just going to kind of mix those. It's definitely too much foundation. I didn't need to do that. But I really want to have like flawless skin today, so oh, that color's pretty good, the mixture. I did a video with the Fenty Hydrating Foundation that one day. I don't know if I did like a full review of it or not. I can't remember. If I did, I'll link it up here. If not, I'll try to link the video where I did try it. But it was way too hydrating for me, which is crazy because I generally like my skin to be like ultra dewy. It was like almost too much. Oh, what's that? Something going on down here? Let's get some coverage. I've never mixed these before, so this will be a first. The Pure 4-in-1 is like my favorite foundation. You guys know this. It's got such good coverage, but I feel like I've only used that for like the last 3 months or so. All I use anymore, so I forgot that Fenty has that smell. Bread, oatmeal bread. I went a little overboard with foundation. Okay, well, I put way too much foundation on, but that's okay because I did wet my beauty blender. I'm gonna tap it over the top of it. Just take off some of the coverage. I really did want to look like really blanked out today though, so this is fine. So I'm just taking my sponge. You can see how much is coming off. This was completely black and clean before. And I'm just gonna tap it over to remove the excess layer that's like sitting on top. Kind of press it into the skin. How do you guys like videos like this that are more, I hate to even like call them a tutorial because it's not, I guess it is like at the end of the day it is like a tutorial. But how do you guys like these versus just like first impressions videos? Do you guys like seeing a little break? Do you feel like you miss seeing people try new things, or are you just kind of enjoying seeing people use products that they have? I've seen a lot more people kind of doing this style, so I'm always interested to hear what you guys think as people watching videos. Is it more boring not to watch the new reviews and how things work out, or are you just happy to see your people that you like watching to make up or chat regardless? I'm one of those people. I don't care what people upload. I generally prefer more chatty videos myself. That's what I like watching, but I don't really care. Do love a good review though. Love a good review. Okay, so I feel like that looks pretty all right. So now I'm going to take some concealer. This is the Colourpop No Filter in the shade Light 14. I'm gonna go with my beauty blender on that one too. Some days, it's funny, I just love using a brush. So funny. It's hilarious. Some days I use a brush and some days I use a sponge. As if that's even hilarious. So funny, you guys. Like, can you believe it? Sometimes I like do things differently. Some days I'm just all about the sponge and sometimes I literally hate them. Anyway, cool story. Nobody cares. Some days I love to cut the complexion portion of the video out because it like takes me the longest, I feel. But for myself, I don't know if you guys agree with me, especially Nikki tutorials. There's something about watching her do complexion. It's like unbelievably satisfying to me. Watching her, I don't know, create the canvas for the makeup. I love watching people do the complexion. So I tend to not want to cut it out because for myself, if anyone's like me, there's just something so satisfying about the blanking out of this first step and then building on top of it. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna take a little powder, put on my under eyes. Like some days I want to look so sun-kissed and natural, and I want it to look like I'm not wearing any makeup at all. I'd say that takes the majority nowadays, but sometimes I just want to look like you know, just like a little bit of, you know what? I really want to use my BH bronzing palette. I haven't used that in forever. Still got green paint all over it from when I did that leaf look back in the day. Do you guys remember that? Man, I haven't used this in the longest time, but this is my BH Cosmetics contour palette, which is, oh God, it's so good. It's so, so good. I'm gonna really bronze up my face with this thing today. It's not nearly as much of a contour palette as it is like a really good bronzing palette. This is all I used for like an entire year, I feel. It's so good. You don't need anything else when you have this. This is my Wet n Wild P53 brush. This came in like the Dragon Fire, Dragon Ice thing back, oh my gosh, was it last year or the year before? I literally can't even remember, like time has gotten away from me, but I love the shape of this brush and I wish I had, every brand had like their own version of this because it's so good. I don't know if you can see the shape of it, but I love the handle. I really love a good handle that gets thin at the bottom. And that's why I love Smith brushes so much, because they have like the most satisfying to hold handle. It's almost like a paint brush and it just works so good. I think that's one of the main reasons I love the P53 so much. It's just such a good shape. And I love the tip of it as well. It's like that really nice dome. I haven't worn my hair to the side in a while and really hating it. It's because I'm really self-conscious for some reason about like this part of my hairline. So having bangs, like you can cover that and it's so nice. All right, that added some color back in. Okay, I need to do my brows now. I'm gonna do those with I'll use the Hourglass Arch. I don't know that this pencil is quite dark enough. This is the shade Soft Brunette, and this pencil gives a very like natural color to my brows because it's like almost the exact color of my brow hairs. But I feel like with as dark as I'm gonna go with the look today, my brows need to be a little more intense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to go in with the NYX one, which I have this NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Espresso, and this one's quite a bit darker. So I'm gonna take this and mostly like fill in the tail of my brow with it, but kind of darken everything up because that's like really natural and pretty, but not quite where I'm going. There we go. That's cute. Kind of what I was going for. All right, and then I'm gonna use my Anastasia, what's it called? Dip Brow Gel, and run that through my brows real quick. If I can find it. Now for my eyes. I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face at the end, but I really needed to like do something with the bronzer on my face before starting. But I'm gonna go to my eyes, and this is a product from Colourpop that I never got a chance to use, but I kept because it's so pretty. This is the cream gel color, and this is in the shade Rum. This was the one from the Brown Sugar collection. I never did get a chance to try it. I'm gonna go in with a little brush and like put this all over my lid. Again, it's like a cream gel color, so I don't know. I've never used these that much before, but this is kind of like a bronzy look to it. So I was gonna put this down as like a base. Pretty, I guess. This is the Smith 253 brush. Every time I'll pluck my eyebrows right before I sit down and film. Get on camera, 27,000 more hairs. Bailey Sarian, I always feel like puts a base down on her eyes before she does eyeshadow, and it looks so good and like smoky. So I wanted to try it today because I haven't done like a cream shadow on my lids in a really long time. I think the benefit to using something like this over just packing a shadow down is the longevity too, and just how deep you can get it. If you can't get your eyeshadows to be deep enough, you may want to put a base down first. You can do like black and then pat color over that, and it'll really vibrantize the color. It'll really make the color like vibrant. Same with like a white base if you want it to be a lot lighter. So I like that, but it's not like the best thing I've ever used. It doesn't like make me super excited to use it. It's fine, but like I feel like that any base of that color would work just fine. The NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils are what I used to use back in the day. It's not like it's a bad product, but it really is just a little bit patchy kind of, and that certainly could just be the way that I applied it. I want to go in with this shade from the Modern Dreamer palette by NYX. I'm just gonna pat that over the top and the edges of that so that I can kind of blend it out and start getting like that smokiness. It's all right. I probably wouldn't use that base again. I can get this exact same look without the hassle of like whipping out a cream shadow, you know? My skin looks a little bit cakey and makeup-y. I put way too much makeup on. You know, that's what happens when you go into these videos with no plan, no rhyme, no reason. I just look a little cakey. And by a little, I mean a lot. And by a lot, I mean... Just kind of switching back and forth between my Makeup Addiction Precise Blender brush and my Sigma E40. See, it almost makes it more difficult with the base this time around. Like, sometimes it helps, but this time it just seems like I'm having to work extra hard to make the edges look more blended. I don't know, but I don't think it's pumpkin juice. I just tried using this end of the brush. Oh my god, what an idiot. So I'm gonna dip into the white shade at the top of the palette and just kind of put it right here. Just a little bit. Still matte. I wanted to do like all matte on my eyes today. This is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Overboard. I'm gonna put that on my upper and lower waterline, I think. It's kind of like a browny gold shade, like almost like a bronze. Oh, wow. That's really pretty. I'm also gonna stick this right near my lash line. Ooh, I like that. I like that very much. I'm gonna run that down a little bit on my eye too. I might have liked it better to use this than I would have the brown sugar all over my lid, you know? That would have been pretty. I like that very much. Might be one of my favorite colors I've used. It's really beautiful. Ooh, it's so shiny too. Okay, now I'm gonna go with that shade that we did on the first part and just really smudge that into lower lashes. My lips look so crusty. You know the worst part about overalls? When you need to go to the bathroom. You gotta basically get naked. That's not what I'm worried about. It's putting my tie back on. What does he say? Kevin. I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on first before I put my lashes on today because I got these pair of lashes. I wore them in one of my last videos that I put up, but they are the Lottie number 19 lashes from Huda Beauty, and they are one of the most beautiful lashes I've ever worn, and I want to have them last as long as humanly possible. So I want to put my mascara on first and let it dry so that I'm not like mascaraing the lashes at all, because that can like reduce the life of them a little bit. All right, I think that's it for the eyes. Simple. I was gonna throw another word in there, but simple's kind of the only word I can think of right now. I was gonna say understated, but I don't know that these are understated. These lashes, oh my god, they are the most beautiful things I've ever put on my face. I cannot get enough. I feel like I need some sort of, so I want to do an all matte look, but I want to do some sort of like inner corner brightness, but I don't want to go too intense. If I'm looking at the Modern Dreamer, oh, I know exactly what I want to use. Kathleen Lights in the So Jaded palette. This color, you guys, I've never used a shade I love quite as much as this. This is the shade Diamond. You can see just how much I've used it. I just dig into it. It is the most gorgeous shade I feel like I've ever used. It looks wet. There's something about this shade that just gives off this super wet vibe. It's so pretty. It is like a glitter, but oh my god, it's so beautiful. I love to tap it on the center of my lids. Just that's it. Or I like to like put on a light color throughout my crease and then like tap it all the way up, and it just looks like you literally have gloss all over your lids. It's so pretty. Look at that. It's so stunning. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it is so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, so I think that's it for the eyes. Kind of like that. Is it a little overkill? Probably, but you know. So I want to use these lips today. This is the Morphe Natural Born Stunner Lip Kit. And these are 5-piece lip gloss collection. I thought they were liquid lips at first, but I'm really super stoked that they're glosses. The only thing is that I generally don't put the gloss all the way. I don't know. Let's see. That's actually really pretty. They're very pigmented glosses, my god. A lot of people would take it to the very edge and like make their lips look big. I'm just not one of those people. I don't have fake lips, so sometimes when I fake it, it's so obvious. So a lot of times I generally don't even try to fake it, and I just accept my lips for the size that they are and just like kind of smudge it out instead of that super defined lip line. This color is really pretty. This is the shade Wild Streak. This is beautiful. I think that's one of the more important things. Like, okay, a lot of times we see people with like these really big luscious lips and we feel like we have to do our stuff just like them. You know what? You don't have to. You can adapt it to how you feel fits your face best. And for me, even if other people don't like this lip trend as much, it's not even a trend, I've been doing it my entire life, like literally since I can remember. If you don't like the look of doing it the way that I do, where I like leave the outer portion of it lighter and I have the inside darker, you don't have to do that. You can put a lip liner on and really bring it out to the edges. For me, I feel like I don't really care if other people don't like it. It's what makes me feel confident. And even if it isn't what makes my lips look the best, whatever, do it, whatever makes you feel the best. And so I want the outer portion to be a little more clear, but like I don't want to run that orange all the way out because I don't like want that defined lip line. So I'm going to do the Lunar Beauty Dreamy Gloss along the edge. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so that's the lips. I need some highlighter now, I think. Maybe I'll just use this. This is what I will use, yes. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost. I shit talked this in a video because of the price, and while I still agree that the price is way too high, oh, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna mix those blushes together. I'm gonna just put them on the apples of my cheeks and kind of run them back. And they have this really pretty luminous finish to them. And I think I'm not really feeling like the whole highlighter blindingness feel today. So I am going to take my little BH Cosmetics 140 brush. I'm going to kind of mix all three of these together. I believe these two right here are like the ambient lighting powders. They're more of like a setting powder for your face. And this one's the highlighter, but I'm going to mix them all three together because I like the like natural glow that it gives. Look at that. Oh, they're so beautiful. It's not at all blinding in like the best way. If you have the finances to get this palette, I don't think you're gonna hate it. It's really pretty. And I feel like that kind of lightened up my face in an awkward way. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer from this palette, which is this one down here. And I'm just gonna take that over the top. All right, now I'm gonna spray my face. I'm gonna use the Morphe Continuous. I have so much Morphe in this video, weird. I'm gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is hands down one of my favorite setting sprays, just the sprayer alone. All right, and this is the finished look. All right, guys, I hope you guys liked this video and that it was fun to watch. It was somewhat helpful, maybe gave you some tips, maybe showed you some different looks or things that you can do. I really like the look. I think it's really pretty. It's one of my favorite looks to do when I'm wanting something that like really is like impactful but isn't overkill on the eyes. It's really simple. It doesn't take somebody that's like super skilled with makeup to be able to do it. You really can skip the first step that I did. If you want it to be a little bit darker, you may not want to skip that step, but if you have like a darker eyeliner or any sort of creamy shadow at all, you can do that, or you could just not, and you can just do the colors throughout the crease and then pack a darker brown shade on the lid, and it works perfectly fine as well. These lashes are like one of my new favorite lashes. I can just tell they're so beautiful. I love the lip color, which is something that I wouldn't normally go for. It is like a warmer color, but I really like it on the lips, especially because I didn't take it out to the edge. I never like my lips when I do them like that. Like some people might, but for me, I just feel like it's too harsh and it creates almost just like, I don't know. I'm one of those people, I have like this really weird thing. Tell me if any of you are like this. I'd be so interested to know. But whenever I see somebody do a makeup look, it doesn't matter who it is, like all the people online, all makeup YouTubers, all of them, Instagram, everything. When they have their eyes done, but no lip product on, chef's kiss. I think that looks so incredible. Don't know why it is, but as soon as the lips are done, I'm like, oh. It's almost like it ruins the look for me, even though it doesn't. I know that people love like a bold lip or they love like that really crisp edge, but for me, when I see somebody like have these big beautiful eyes done and their lips are really plain, it's just so like eye-catching. It draws me in. Of course, it's not like a finished look, but tell me if anyone else feels that way, because every time that like Nikki Tutorial, she has like her eyes done all big, or like Manny, he's got his eyes done, or Karen, I love Sada E, every single one. And I see them like doing these tutorials and they have like Karen especially, there's just something about her. Like, tell me that she's not one of the most beautiful humans that exists on the face of this earth. My God. But every time her eyes are like done and incredibly done, I'm like, oh my God. And then I love the way they look when they have the lip product on as well, but there's just something special about that moment right before they do their lip, and it's like just such a drama. I don't know. Tell me if you guys agree with me on that one. Anyway, I know that's a weird thing, but that's probably another reason why I like love doing less with my lips, because it's just my preferred look. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like the look. I feel so fall. I can't even believe it. It's just so cute. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Look, look, look. No, look, look, look. And I'm going to tap it over the top of this, because cover girl. Cover girl. There are just... Please cut that part out, Zach. It's me complaining about my idiot hair, as if anyone gives a shit. Ah! I think the... Oh my god, why? Okay. I just tried using this end of the brush. Oh my god, what an idiot. I guess that's it.